So it's finally here, movie fans. James Gunn and DC finally revealed the first little bit of the new DC universe. Let's talk about it real quick. One of the first things he said that I'm happy about is that it's going to be all interconnected, plus there's going to be outside universes, like a Bat universe that's just Batman stories and other characters as such. But there's also animated things that are going to be either involved or just by themselves. Curious to see how they work. Which means we are still definitely getting Shazam, Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, and I'll save the next thing for last. But Joaquin Phoenix's Joker with Lady Gaga. I don't know how I forgot that, but it's definitely coming. And he did confirm Robert Pattinson's Batman is getting a sequel. But like I said, they sat there and sat down and talked. I want this character for this main line. I want this character for, Todd Phillips, Robert Pattinson's Batman. And it's going to be a back and forth thing so that they're not hurting each other. He's calling the first chapter Gods and Monsters, which makes me think of, the comic book there where it's an alternate universe and things are a little bit crazy and different. The first major thing he did talk about was Creature Commandos. But it's going to be a modern take on it, which is a whole bunch of old style monsters like zombies, Frankensteins, robots, fish people, just random old timey stuff. They originally got together to fight the Nazis, but they're going to do it in a modern setting. And it's going to be an animated film, which is going to be kind of neat, I guess. But the first thing the Needy's hoping to do with this is he wants the actors, the characters to be able to move in and out of animation. So if one actor is portraying them in live action and then they have an animated version of it that ties in with the actual DC Universe storytelling, they want to be able to use the same actor, use the same character, tell a bigger, easier, less expensive story in animated form and be able to connect it with the live action stuff where everybody can also see it at the same time. And then next, he talked about a Waller TV series, which is going to be a spin-off of, I guess, Peacemaker, but it's also connected to all the movies like Suicide Squad and like Black Adam and other such things, with Viola Davis still reprising her role, which means it's going to be connected to the original Zack Snyder's DC universe somehow, in some manner, in some way. I'm confused at how this is going to happen and how they're going to recast characters, knowing, like Henry Cavill walked away, and I don't know how they're going to do it that way, but it's going to be still connected to the original universe. Are they just going to slip on in new characters? Maybe the Flash is going to have like an explosion of events at the end. And then next, Superman Legacy. It's going to be a different take on it. It's not going to be an origin story of any sort. Superman is going to already be established in this world as something. It's going to be him trying to find balance between his Kryptonian origins and history and his humanity and what he's learned as a human here on Earth. Pretty darn sure, because Henry Cavill's out, they're going to have a new Superman, so it's going to be different. It's going to be interesting to see how this takes place after everything. Especially if he wants to keep the old characters from before, like Viola Davis's Waller, and I don't know who else. But Jason Momoa's Aquaman said Jason Momoa is still part of DC. I don't know if he's still Aquaman or what, and so is Zachary Levi's Shazam, so it's a confusing thing, but there is a new Superman coming, and he says it's actually the first true kickoff of the new series, the new universe, the new everything. And next is Lanterns. So I guess it's going to be a series with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. It's going to be a detective, gritty, down-to-earth type thing. And it's going to be Green Lantern. So I'm excited for this because we finally are going to get something Green Lantern. We got a tease of it in the Snyder Cut. We're not going to talk about the Green Lantern movie because we'll talk about that when we get to it, because I thought it was pretty good. It was a kid's movie. That's how I felt about it. It wasn't no adults Green Lanterns movie we needed, but it was. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But It's gonna be neat to have Green Lantern show multiple stories being told. So it could be one episode Hal Jordan, one episode John Stewart, and eventually like it all connects at the end to one big crime thing that spans like the galaxy. Like one is on one planet, one's on Earth, having to solve crimes. I'm not sure. I don't got details or information on that. Then the next is going to be a film called The Authorities. It's about a team of heroes from the Wildstorm comics who are brutal, hardcore. I don't know much about them. But it's going to be a film that's connected to everything else, like the Green Lanterns, Superman. What else is coming? Then another series we're going to get that seems kind of interesting. It's going to be a Game of Thrones type show set in Themyscira, Wonder Woman's world, called Paradise Lost. Not sure all that they could do, but they could do like a whole series where you get emotionally attached to these characters in there, while also using the Wonder Woman mythos and stuff to bring in bad guys and other such threats that happen there. So it's going to be kind of neat to have a show like that. Again, I'm curious, is Wonder Woman going to be like really young? Is she going to be already established as a hero? Is she going to be queen? Up next, he talked about Batman, the Brave and the Bold. It's going to introduce a new Batman and also Damian Wayne, which is kind of exciting because it's going to be the Robin we get, and it's going to be a complete jump from the normal ideas of Robin. And that also means Batman's going to be a little bit older, so they're talking about hiring a younger cast. Batman's going to be a dad here to like a good heavy teenage boy. I'm still excited regardless. And then we're also getting a Booster Gold series. And Booster Gold is just an old 80s hero who is a loser in the future. Came back in time with future technology that's normal then that everybody has and used it to make himself be a big time hero. So we're going to have some sort of time traveling type idea going on already. So I'm really curious how they're going to reset this universe. Then we're getting Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And it's going to be a weird, crazy, hardcore, emotional take on Supergirl. It's going to be different than Superman, who is a hero, sent to Earth as a baby, raised with a loving family. She was a teenage girl who grew up on a rock alone, watching everybody slowly dying, knowing what's coming. And it's going to be her emotional take on life's events when she gets here. And finally, to end it out, they're giving us a horror film, Swamp Thing, which I'm super excited about, especially if they do awesome and good, because Swamp Thing is an amazing, beautiful story. It's full of craziness, and it could lead into so much more, like Constantine and other such, the spiritual ghost death side of the Marvel or DC. Thank you all. Hit that like and subscribe. And in the comments below, let me know what you're excited for, what you're hoping to see, where you hope this will go, and if you're sad that Zack Snyder or the old DC universe is fading away, because I'm quite sad Ben Affleck's Batman is gone. But I'm excited to hopefully see him one more again. How do y'all take it easy? Like and subscribe, do all that good jazz. Come on.